hidden power, swattings, cover-ups, corruption. You think you know the whole story? Think again. I've been governor, a Navy SEAL, a fighter. I've heard things that will blow your mind, and now I think it's time you get the whole story. This time we're continuing our investigation into Patrick Tomlinson's swatting claims. My team has finally had a breakthrough after months of investigation.
We have been chasing leads all over town. Everything seemed like a dead end until we were put in contact with someone who calls themselves the Milwaukee Mole.
The Milwaukee Mole? Who is this guy?
Apparently it's this person that lives near Patrick and is in similar circles of friends. If this guy is to be believed, he could be exactly what we're looking for.
We caught up with the Milwaukee Mole and I sat him down for an interview. So you know this information firsthand? You've actually met Patrick?
Yes, that's right. Patrick and Nikki hang out in some of the same places I do. I see Patrick in the bar probably a few times a month. Every time I go in, actually. My wife knows his wife's friends and so on.
So you told us you had some very important information. You know, I was a Navy SEAL. I had a special top secret clearance badge. I know important information. I want to hear what you have to tell me.
So I heard that the stalkers Patrick is always talking about served him with a court order. Patrick was drunk at the bar and told a few of my friends that he has a debtor's exam coming up.
A debtor's exam? This could be the whole reason Patrick keeps faking these events in the first place. It's only gotten worse as the date grows closer. Tell me more about this exam. Where is it? If I need to go full frogman to get in there, I will.
It's April 19th. Patrick told everybody right there at the bar, April 19th at 1:30. I figured out it's actually Peter Hemmer, the court commissioner, that's hosting the exam. That's all I know, Jesse.
I called the team together for an emergency meeting, but on the way, I got a call from a Black Ops source who said he was onto something in the Tomlinson household.
Jesse, I'm onto something huge here. It's even bigger than we thought.
The Milwaukee swatting case?
Exactly, Jesse. We've been looking at Patrick, but he's just a tool, don't you see? He's nothing but a pawn of the global elites who want to control and manipulate using mirror tactics from the Bay of Pigs. He's the red herring, Jesse. He's the cannon fodder they push forward while they slink away into their gated communes. It's the reptilian behind the scenes.
What exactly are you saying here, Alex? Reptilians?
Yes, Nikki's a reptilian. This has been going on for decades. They've been rolling out these fake humans, these lizards in meat suits, these alien interdimensional invaders. They stick them out in the population and use them to manipulate local governments, all the way up to the Supreme Court. Haven't you wondered why Patrick has been swatted more times than anyone ever? Jesse has been swatted more times than anyone in the history of the United States, over 30 times.
It fits perfectly, but do we have any evidence other than the way she smells?
Yes, my team first noticed it when we were analyzing the news interview.
Oh, wow.
This is why she wears sunglasses, Jesse. This is why she wears the same leggings and hoodie all the time. She's not human. Clothes are a costume to this thing. It doesn't really know what clothes are. Patrick knows all of this. He's in on it. Nikki gets to manipulate local police department policy and her evil BLM George Soros trans-interdimensional reptile agenda, and Patrick gets to go to his debtor's exam and say, "Look, Judge, I should know this man money because they are trying to murder me." It's right out of the globalist playbook.
This is huge. If Patrick Tomlinson is swatting himself to get out of debt with the help of his reptilian handler, there's no limits to the depraved depths he could sink. It's time to head back to the team.
Conspiracy theory continues next.
We got it, Jesse. We got you an interview with Peter Hemmer. the Milwaukee commissioner who's been retained to host Patrick's debtor exam.
I knew I would have to go full frogman on this black op, so I decided to use an alias. I would have to pull out all the tricks if I wanted to get to the bottom of this.
Good afternoon, Attorney Hammer speaking.
Hi, Mr. Hammer. This is Governor Dan Mullen. I'm calling about a debtor's exam scheduled for Patrick Tomlinson on April 19th at 1:30.
Let me look him up here. See, I'm old school. I actually have a book that I look in here. There it is. Okay, what's the defendant's last name again?
His name is Patrick Tomlinson.
And did you have an order to appear?
No, son, I pay my debts to society just like I did when I was a Navy SEAL.
Well, then what is your interest in it?
I'm reporting on this debtor's exam for the Huffington Post.
All right, well, this is not a public hearing.
It's not public. I was a governor. They won't let a governor in.
It's not with the circuit court. I'm a supplemental court commissioner, so I have my own calendar once judgment is entered, and the plaintiff's counsel schedules it with me. And then the hearings are held in my office.
You're telling me in America there won't be a public record of this sniveling baby lying his fat tits off in court?
No, it's not. It's kind of a strange situation because there's no room at the courthouse to hold these things. So we either hold them in our own offices or at the office of the plaintiff's counsel. These particular ones are going to be in my office. And what is your name again, sir?
My name is Dan Mullen.
Oh, I wouldn't have gotten that right. Okay. All right, Mr. Mullen. Good luck to you.
Well, that's it. There's no doubt that his debtor's exam is April 19th at 1:30.
That's right, but they won't let us in. What are they hiding in there? Isn't it just a perfect fit that someone with possible reptilian connections could order these things hushed? Maybe Alex was right after all. It's pretty clear that we still have not gotten to the bottom of the Milwaukee swatting's conspiracy theory. With closed courts, sealed police records, and nearly $50,000 in debt, it will be a long battle before the judgment comes. But it will come, and my team and I will be there to tell you the truth. Until next time, I'm Jesse Ventura, and this is Conspiracy Theory.